Oh yeah, hitting them with the beats. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome back. Today we have a special episode. That special episode being very basic actually. I had to turn that down because it's kind of blasting in my ear hole. Anyway, so as you can tell, there's no game on the screen, right? Um, Big reason for that is this is a discussion video. Now, technically speaking, I already did one of these. I didn't like how it turned out, so that's what this is all about. This is also a different playlist than what I used, but as you can tell, I finally have a little bit of background music now. So now you guys aren't going to be sitting in silence all the time. For for the most part. There's still certain games that I'm not going to be playing music in, which is going to be stuff like Final Fantasy VII, Hollow Knight, obviously, because Hollow Knight has its own music and you can listen to the goddamn soundtrack. Anyway. Lethal Company's also not, because I'm way too afraid of what is lurking in the darkness. Also, I may have hinted to possible future Lethal Company videos. Wink, wink. And I'll just, uh... God, I need some help. But, the discussion for today is what would have actually been done a little bit ago, but I just really did not like the take. I was very distracted by the game I was playing, which was Sparking Zero. So, I didn't really get to say a whole lot, except the same 3 things that I said for a span of, I think it was like 45 minutes or something. And I decided to scrap it, because, you know, I don't want to be saying the same 3 things in the video, and then people watching the whole thing and being like, wow, this was a waste of my time. So, we're going to actually do the retake right now. Anyway, so the discussion topic from last time was soul food, because my brother had taken me out. It would have been a couple days ago by now. I actually would have to do the math. It would have been last Thursday from when I'm recording this. You're probably going to see this from when I'm recording it tomorrow. But that's not the point. Point is, soul food is amazing. I can see why people say white people can't cook or season things or do much of anything for that matter. It like opened my eyes to the world, right? It took a deep dive right into my mouth hole. I don't like that analogy. I'm gonna stop with that. I, ah, I need help. I need professional help. But it was actually really good. I had it was candy yams, mac and cheese, and fried shrimp. Which at first it was like, that's a weird combination. Keep in mind, this is like the first time I've had fried food in like a couple weeks, because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight. I got one of those big guts. I also got quite a bit of an ass on me. Those real big badonkers on my butt cheeks. God, I really need to stop saying weird shit, don't I? That's gonna be a discussion for another day. Yeah. Also, ignore this stuff right here. It's just this whole general area. I'm, as you can tell, in my dorm, and I didn't want to have it pointed directly at the door in case my roommate came back in, and obviously he doesn't realize I'm recording, because at the time I was in a Zoom meeting, for a therapy appointment, by the way, which last therapy appointment for the school year. So, that's also great. I'll tell you guys about that in just a second. But soul food, absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend it. I went to restaurant 216, I believe is what it's called. It's in Albany. That's all you need to know, right? So if you're in New York, around the Albany region, go check it out. It's actually worth it. Now, another big thing, and I'm gonna have like somewhere in this region, I'm gonna have a picture of it. I got a comment. Well, I made a comment on a video, I should say, and it was a shorts because I have a tendency of doom scrolling on YouTube Shorts now because it's right there. It's very convenient. It's not on my channel that I'm uploading this video to. I have a separate YouTube channel for watching all of the videos that I watch. And yeah, it amazes me how many likes I got. I think I got almost 50,000 on it, which is absurd in my head because the only what the video was about was Gordon Ramsay was going to like some restaurant thing and reviewing the food. I know there's like a series name for it. I don't know what the series name is because Gordon Ramsay pops up very sporadically on my YouTube Shorts feed. It's a little weird, but that's not the point. The point is, so he was in the restaurant, eating his food and everything, and the dessert was brought out, and it was half of a cake. Not like a big cake, like that big around full cake type of thing. And he got half of it. So the way the video worded it, it sounded like the cake was like $74 as well. So I was like, holy shit, that must be the best cake that you will ever eat in your life, right? He then told them to bring out the other half because obviously no sane person is only gonna want to pay for half of a cake, especially one that's like the size of a saucer. So there was that. But like it was like $74 and someone did mention that it was like for the full meal it was $74. But the way the video worded it, it sounded like just that half of a cake was $74. And here's the big plot twist that I bet no one saw. It was a store-bought cake. So something that they probably bought for like $10 to $20, the way it sounded, yet again in the video, sold half of it for $74. Massive fucking profit margins right there. But yeah. So I commented on that, saying that's like an insane scam and all that. 50,000 likes, so many replies. I've actually been like talking to people about like how profit margins work and all this other stuff. It's actually very informational, surprisingly. I didn't think that would be the case, but it is. So there's that as well. So if you guys ever come across the video and you see a comment by Red Dragon 6174, don't really know when I actually gained before, but it happened. Um, yeah, you know who it is. Me. Anyway, on to the other topic, which was the therapy session. It was just like a general sit down talk, see how everything's going, yada yada yada. That kind of thing. Um, I had mentioned about like starting up the YouTube and just everything with that, like the progression with editing and all of my thumbnails and all of that stuff in general. And it it was actually very eye-opening because I'm like, you know, because I've been in a slump for the last like week or so. So not a whole lot going on with that because I have so much free time on my hands. It is insane the amount of free time I have. But I'm realizing like, oh, I have all this free time. I should probably start actually getting on top of my editing and all of that stuff. And this is actually going to be one of those videos that doesn't have too much editing. There's going to be like a few things here and there, probably just me cutting out random things in case I'm doing stupid shit, like the intro. Yeah. I hope that's going to get cut out. Johnny, annihilate the entire world for me. Anyway, so it was a very eye-opening thing, and it was like, wow, I really love doing this, and like obviously, if it gets big enough to the point where I make money off of it, great. If not, I'm fine having a handful of subscribers who are watching my content. I'm fine with that, because in my head, right, to those handful of subscribers, I'm providing some sort of service for them, right? I'm, making them laugh or smile or, you know, giggling. I don't know what your guys' reactions to this stuff is, although that would be interesting. That would be an interesting superpower, like being able to just tell what other people are thinking based off of, like, them seeing your picture or a video of you. Something like that. That would actually be a really cool superpower. But I got sidetracked off of that. Also laser beams. Just imagine just boom, dead. Still getting way off track with that. But the other big thing is I'm gonna try to post shorter videos. So like this is gonna be a pretty good example of that. It's gonna be more short form of like 20 to 30 minutes, give or take. Somewhere in that range. Longest will probably be like a 45-minute video. That's like if I can't figure out enough stuff to actually cut out. So, obviously, gonna be a bit of a modification there because I'm noticing that like not a whole lot of people are taking to the long form video thing. As much as I hate to admit that, because I love recording for big chunks of time and then boom, just kind of like smushing everything into one file. But, if you guys are more interested in short form, I'm willing to make that sacrifice to just post like 30-minute videos. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to make a big hoopla about it. Of course, there are going to be like videos where like it's a game I can finish in 2 hours, so I'm going to make a long form video on it. So there's going to be stuff like that sprinkled in. But for the most part, I'm going to start trying to keep it between like the 20 and 45-minute range. I do still have a Final Fantasy video to post before I post the newest one that I just recorded. The newest one I just recorded is actually probably going to be naturally short anyways, because a majority of it is just me running around. That's really all it is. There's like a few bits of commentary in there. At the time, I have been out of recording shape for like a week. So, obviously not a whole lot there, but we'll see. Future events. Putting it off to the side a little bit. What I'm here to say is I'm going to be trying to keep up with videos a little bit more. I know videos have been roughly... I've been like posting them roughly like 3 to 4 days, give or take. But, I'm also trying to improve my editing, improve my thumbnails, do all of that at the same time. So, massive adjustments are being made. Of course, with editing, I've gotten a lot better. Like, exponentially better. Like, I'm actually able to put memes in and properly time all of that stuff. And I'm starting to learn all of the stuff on DaVinci, which is what I'm using. I'm starting to, like, learn all that and put it all together. And thumbnails, very simple. Obviously, it's gonna be like the same stuff as usual for the most part. Just me slapping my face on some body of someone. That gave me an idea. And my friend actually mentioned it, and this is like the last thing before, I go back to being goofy. But the channel is going to go under a name change, a logo change, all of that stuff. You know, I'm going to be putting a banner on the YouTube channel at some point as well. Don't quite know when that part's going to come out. That's going to take a lot more time because pixel orientation and all of that stuff. Plus, I have to think about a theme. So, got to go with that. But for the most part, I'm going to be coming back and with a few improvements. One of them being obviously the music in the background, which I'm hoping you guys can actually hear. OBS says that it's picking up the audio, so I'm hoping it will come out perfectly fine. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to annihilate the world, because that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Johnny, blow up the room. So, that's about it, guys. Sorry about the delay in between videos and everything. Also, my posture is horrid right now. Which actually might explain what's been going on with my right shoulder. I've been having like a really bad ache in it. And like just this morning, there's like a sharp pain that ran from like here to here. Horrible. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be a little more on top of everything so you guys aren't waiting nearly as long for videos. So expect more short form videos as well as more frequent posting. Probably not daily. I mean, I would eventually probably try to post daily for like a month. I know that's like a big trend that's happening. I tried posting daily and it was just I think that's probably one of the things is like it kind of burnt me out a little bit. But I'm perfectly fine. I'll be coming back in headstrong as always. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. And I actually have a specific song that I want to play for this outro. And it's this one. And only reason why is because it sounds like an outro song. So we're just gonna, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.